This is my review of the Beach Boys album Friends. It was released in 1968 and produced by the Beach Boys. So this album I have on the two CDs with 20, or well, it's one CD, but two for with 2020. Friends was always, I think, the album that I liked less of these two albums for a long time. I don't know, my opinion on that might have changed. I like this album a lot more than I used to. And that's not just from listening to it this time. That's kind of something that has happened over time. But this album, it's kind of like, I would say probably the Beach Boys' most relaxing album. It's just this really chill, kind of mellow album, which kind of used to not really be my thing. Now I really like it. And kind of really appreciate it. I think it's like one of Brian's favorite albums, which would make sense because I feel like he kind of, if there's anybody who needs like mellow, kind of chill stuff, I feel like it's Brian Wilson. And this is kind of the last album that he's like the main guy behind for a while, too. So like up till this point, Brian's been like the big like driving creative force behind the band, and on this album he definitely is too, but kind of in the next album 2020 and then going forward from there he isn't for a while, so then like the rest of the band kind of takes more of the stuff. So anyway, kind of rambling, so it's late. So the first song, Meant for You, that opens the album is really short. It's like 40 seconds. I've always kind of wished it was longer, really, because this was one of the songs that I liked off here immediately. I just think it's kind of got like a really pretty vocal melody, and I think it's a cool way to start the album. Just like I said, I wish it was maybe a little bit longer, but for what it is, it works as a really nice kind of just opening part. The second song, Friends, there's a Waltz. Another one of the songs that I really just instantly kind of liked on this album. I guess it was the single for the album, and it was their lowest charting single since like 1962. So like I understand why this song wouldn't have succeeded as a single. And like why it wasn't a hit and stuff, but I still think it's a really good song. Probably one of my favorites on the album. Just a really cool song with great vocals. The third song, Wake the World, another really cool song. This one was written by Brian and Al. I think it's the first time that they worked together to write a song. Another one that I really liked just instantly when I heard it. The fourth song, Be Here in the Morning. Now, this is one that kind of took a little bit to grow on me. Like I didn't like it immediately. I think it's kind of one of the more like energetic songs on the album, because this is kind of a like sleepy kind of album in some places, I feel like. So this song has a little bit more energy, which is kind of nice because it comes after some songs that are kind of slower. The fifth song, When a Man Needs a Woman, kind of one of those weird Brian-ish lyric songs, but I really like the organ on it. I think it sounds really cool. I think Brian has a good vocal. The sixth song, Passing By, it's kind of this like an instrumental, but it has vocals. They're just not singing words. And I think it's really cool. Just like a really cool, relaxing type of song. Which I keep saying that, but this whole album is just like super relaxing. I was like all stressed out from a long day of work and stuff, and kind of angry because I made a mistake on my DVR and didn't record what I wanted to. And then like listening to this album before doing this, now I'm just like, wow, I'm really relaxed and in a lot better mood after like listening to this. But anyway, sorry, rambling. Where was I? The seventh song, Anna Lee the Healer. Another one that I used to not kind of like, and I think it's kind of I think it's just because like the verses, the Mike Love sung verses, which it's not really anything to do with his vocal. I just think that it was I don't know, lyrically, I think I found it a little bit wordy the first couple times I heard it, but now it doesn't really bother me. I actually like the song quite a bit. I think it's got some cool piano stuff in it, and I think the group sounds really good on like the choruses and stuff. The eighth track, Little Bird, is the first one that Dennis has written for an album. He actually gets his first two. The next song's a Dennis song too. This one I think I like better of the two songs. It's just really cool. It's got like some cool things going on with like the instrumental backing, and then I like Dennis's vocal a lot too. The ninth song, Be Still, is more of like just it's just Dennis and like an organ pretty much. But I like this one too, even though not quite as much as Little Bird, because like I've said before, I think Dennis had probably technically like the weakest voice of the band, but I also think he had like probably the most like emotional. So he probably has like my second favorite voice in the band after Brian. So I like when he sings lead. So I like the song. The 10th song, Busy Doing Nothing, was probably my favorite song on the album. It's basically just Brian like describing his day, and it's pretty funny. And he gives a good vocal on it. Just a really cool song instrumentally too and stuff. It's over like a bossa nova beat, and so it's a cool song. The 11th song, Diamond Head, kind of a cool like Hawaiian sounding instrumental. And then the final track, Transcendental Meditation. For a long time I really hated this song. I just kind of, I think is actually the word transcendental. Like, I don't know, that the word's kind of too long to fit in a song and not sound awkward, I feel like. And so I think that was the problem I have with it for a long time, which it seems kind of silly, but I don't know. I think that it's maybe the song on the album. Like, I don't think it's a bad song now, really. I still think it's like the weakest song on the album, but I don't like really even dislike it anymore. I just kind of think that excuse me. I just kind of think that it doesn't like really fit in as well with the rest of the album. It's definitely like the least relaxing track on the album, I think. I don't know. It's weird. It's kind of almost. I do like instrumentally what's going on with it, but it kind of reminds me of like it's got this like saxophones on it, and it kind of reminds me of like the fade out of like an old TV show or something. So I don't know. Kind of a weird song to end the album on, and I think the worst track on the album, but I still don't dislike it. So as a whole, Friends. Which back a long time ago, this wouldn't have gotten a very high rating from me, I don't think, but over the years listening to it, I've really come to appreciate all the songs, and it's just I think a really pretty like chill, mellow album that's good to relax to. So I'd say it's a 5 out of 5 for me.